Boney M was a popular Euro-Caribbean disco and funk group that became a global phenomenon during the 1970s and 1980s. Known for their catchy tunes, vibrant performances, and unique sound, Boney M left a significant mark on the music scene. Here's a full biography of the band. Formation and early years. Boney M was formed in 1976 by the German music producer Frank Farian, who played a crucial role in the group's creation. The initial lineup of the group was based in Germany, but it drew heavily from Caribbean influences, reflecting a mix of disco, funk, soul, and reggae. Farian originally envisioned the band as a vocal and dance troupe to perform his compositions, and he recruited the members through various auditions.
She never could cry, but she knew how to die. They left a trail of crime across the USA.
The original members of the group were Liz Mitchell, lead vocals; Maizie Williams, dancer and backing vocals; Marlene Romes, backup vocalist and dancer; Bobby Farrell, male dancer and occasional vocalist. Though Farian was the primary creative force behind the music, and the voices on Boney M's albums were often performed by the studio musicians, the group quickly became known for their flashy stage presence, and their success was heavily attributed to the vocal talents of Liz Mitchell and the lively performances of Bobby Farrell.
She didn't care at all, just didn't care at all.
Breakthrough success. Boney M's breakthrough came with their debut album, Take the Heat Off Me, in 1977, which included the hit single, Daddy Cool. The song became a massive hit in Europe, reaching #1 in several countries and becoming one of their signature tracks. The infectious beat, catchy chorus, and Caribbean-inspired rhythm made Daddy Cool an instant classic. Following this success, Boney M released several other popular singles, including Sunny, Ma Baker, and Rivers of Babylon, which was released in 1978. Rivers of Babylon became one of their biggest hits, reaching #1 in multiple countries and becoming one of the best-selling singles of all time. It was based on a song by the Melodians, but Boney M's version turned it into a disco anthem. Rise to global fame. The release of their second album, Love for Sale, 1978, consolidated Boney M's position as one of the most popular European disco acts. Their unique blend of catchy melodies, funky grooves, and Afro-Caribbean influences resonated with audiences around the world. The group's success extended beyond Europe, with their songs gaining popularity in places like Australia, the Middle East, and Africa. Night Flight to Venus, 1978, was another milestone, containing massive hits such as Rivers of Babylon and Brown Girl in the Ring. This album saw the group experimenting with different musical genres, but the signature disco-funk style remained their core identity. Their live performances, which included choreographed dance routines and elaborate costumes, helped solidify Boney M's reputation as one of the most entertaining live acts of the era. Changes in lineup and continuing success. In the early 1980s, Boney M continued to churn out hits with albums like Oceans of Fantasy, 1979, and The Magic of Boney M, 1981. However, internal tensions began to rise. In 1982, Bobby Farrell, the charismatic male dancer and occasional vocalist, was replaced. Farian began to distance himself from the public-facing members of Boney M, and it was revealed that the vocal work for many of the group's hits had been done by session singers, including Liz Mitchell, who became the de facto lead vocalist. By the mid-1980s, Boney M's popularity began to wane as disco's popularity declined. The band released a few more albums, but none matched the success of their earlier work. In 1986, the group disbanded officially after a final European tour, though some members continued to perform under the Boney M name in different configurations. Legacy and revival. Despite their disbandment, Boney M's music continued to enjoy a lasting legacy. Many of their hits, particularly Rivers of Babylon and Daddy Cool, became timeless classics, regularly played in clubs, on the radio, and in TV ads. The band's music was widely embraced by newer generations, and they continued to be influential in dance music.
She's crazy about her daddy. Oh, she believes in him. She loves her daddy. She's crazy like a fool. Wild about Daddy Cool.
After the band's breakup, Liz Mitchell pursued a solo career, while Bobby Farrell performed under the name Boney M with new members. In 1997, Bobby Farrell passed away from heart failure, which marked the end of any remaining performances by the original lineup. Boney M's music saw a resurgence in the 2000s with the popularity of retro and disco-influenced dance music. The group's music was frequently sampled, covered, and remixed by a new generation of artists. Their songs have been used in movies, commercials, and television shows, keeping their legacy alive.
She's crazy about her daddy. Oh, she believes in him. She loves her daddy. She's crazy about her daddy. Oh, she believes in him. She loves her daddy.
Cultural impact. Boney M is considered one of the best-selling music artists of all time, with over 100 million records sold worldwide. The band helped shape the sound of 1970s and 1980s disco music, influencing many artists that came after them. Their ability to blend Caribbean rhythms with European disco sensibilities paved the way for other multicultural acts to gain popularity. The group's vibrant aesthetic, with their flamboyant costumes and energetic dance moves, left an indelible mark on the visual culture of disco. Boney M also helped bring Caribbean influences into the mainstream pop and disco scenes, with their music providing an accessible introduction to Caribbean rhythms for international audiences. Discography highlights: Take the Heat Off Me, 1977. Love for Sale, 1978. Night Flight to Venus, 1978. Oceans of Fantasy, 1979. The Magic of Boney M, 1981. Boney M's Greatest Hits, 1984. 10,000 Light Years, 1984. Conclusion: Boney M was a dynamic and pioneering group that helped define the disco era. Through their catchy songs, unforgettable performances, and cultural influence, they became one of the most iconic acts of the 1970s and 1980s. Though the group's lineup shifted over time, their music has endured, and they remain a beloved part of music history.